Hi, and in today's Microsoft Word tutorial, I'm going to show you 3 different ways in which you can create a checklist in Word. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put a quick title in. And if you want to put a title in yourself, just pop it in the top here. And then on the Home tab here, you can use all the font adjustment tools. So I'm just going to make it bold, increase the size, and then just pop it into the center and just underline it. Now, once you've done something like this and altered the default, when you press the return key, whatever you type next will obviously be exactly the same. Now, if you want to go back to the original default, then just go up to the Home tab and along to this icon here, which says Clear All Formatting. Click on that, and you'll just simply then return to the default formatting. So I'm just going to go ahead and type the first line of my checklist. Now, before I go ahead and type the second one, I'm going to put my checklist box next to this one first, because then when I hit the return key, it means that my second line will come up with the box automatically inserted. So I'm going to go up to the Home tab, and I'm going to go along to this icon here that says bullet points. I'm going to click on the drop down, and normally by default it will come up as this black circle. If that's the case, then go down to Define New Bullet Point. This dialog box will appear, and because I've already rehearsed this and defined this one here, it's already come up. But you need to go to this bullet point tab here, and then mine will come up on Tahoma, which is what I've already rehearsed, but yours may come up on a completely different section, something like symbols. Just go along and find Tahoma, and then once you do, you'll see this square icon in the middle. Click on that, click OK, and that square icon will appear here. Then just simply click OK. And as you can see, that square has appeared as a bullet point before my text. Now, at the end of my text, where my cursor is, if I hit the return key, the next box will automatically appear and I can continue to type. And again, when I press the return key, I can continue down. Now, if I hit my return key again and a bullet point appears which I don't want, if I just hit the return key again, it will now get rid of it and go back to the default. So you can then continue on and make the list as long or as short as you want, and then simply print it out. So now I'm going to go on to the second checklist, and this checklist is one where you would have a yes or no answer. So for this, I'm going to go up and use a table. So I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and I'm going to click on the table icon, and then I'm going to select all 8 rows, and I'm going to select 4 columns. Once my 4 columns appear, I'm just going to move each column line, because I'm going to put numbers in the first column. So I'm going to move that over. Then I'll put my text in this column, and then I'm going to put the yes or no in the end columns here. When you move these lines over, you'll find that you can't always get them completely accurate in terms of the distance apart. So all you do is just highlight the 2 columns, go up to this Layout tab, and then go along to this tab that says Distribute Columns. And what that will do is ensure that all of them are equally spaced. So the next thing to do is just to enter all of the data. So once you've entered all of your data, you can fully customize this table. So at the moment, I want to join these 2 cells together, so there's no line here. So I just highlight these 2 cells, make sure I'm on the Layout tab, and click Merge Cells. Then I'm just going to adjust this text by going to the Home tab, clicking on Bold, and then just increasing the size of the text. Now you can center it if you want to, by this icon here, or you can leave it over to the left. It's completely up to you. With regards to these two cells, I want to center both the yes and no, so I highlight those two cells. I go to Table Layout, and I go along to this section here. And this allows you to place the text wherever you like within each cell. So I'm just going to click on the center icon to center those two pieces of text. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with the numbers. Make sure I'm on Layout and click on the center. Now, if you want to further customize this, you can of course color each cell. So if I wanted to select this cell here, then I can go up to Table Design, then I can go along to this shading icon here, click on the drop down and select from any color. In addition, if my spacing of text within the cells is not suitable, I can highlight my table, go to Layout, and then go along to this height icon here. And using the arrows, I can just simply increase the size between the lines, just using the up arrow, or just inputting the figure. Once I've done that, you can see that my text has now risen to the top of my cells. So I simply highlight those cells. Again, go along to the Layout tab, and I'm just going to center left my text. Also with the borders, if I select my table and go up to Table Design, I can select a slightly thicker border to go around the outside by going along and clicking on Pen Weight, click on the drop down, and I'm going to select 2 1/4 points, and then go to the border icon, and then just go down to Outside Border. And there you can see the weight of the outside border has increased. So the third checklist will be finding out the frequency by which somebody experiences something. So it's very much like a medical survey or a feedback survey. So again, I'm going to go up to Insert, Table, and then I'm going to go down to 8 and along to 6. And then once again, I'm just going to move these over so I have more space for my text. And then move this over for the numbering. And once again, I'm just going to click and highlight those cells so that I can go up to the Layout tab and just distribute them equally. So in these 4 columns, I'll be typing in some text, but then turning them round so that they're actually vertical text. So once I've placed my text in, I'm just going to highlight these 4 cells, then make sure I'm on Layout, and then go to Text Direction. As you can see, my text has turned round, but unfortunately, it can't fit all my text in. So I have a number of different solutions. The first solution would be to simply go up to the Home tab and go along to Decrease Font Size and simply reduce the size of my font until those words fit. Alternatively, you can just simply click and drag on this line and pull it down, depending on the size you need your text. In addition, we can also change the location of that text within the cell. So again, highlight 4 cells, go to the Layout tab, and then again you come across these boxes here, and I would like mine to line up at the bottom center. Then I'm going to go along and I'm going to simply merge these 2 cells, and then I'm going to split them into 3 columns. So I've highlighted the cell, and I'm going to go up to Split Cells, and I'm going to reduce down to 1 column but 3 rows and click OK. Now as you can see, this has changed again, so I can choose to move this down. Now this has changed this bottom cell here, so again with them all highlighted, go to the Layout tab and then go to Distribute Rows, and they'll all be equally distributed. Now I can just go ahead and input all of my data. Okay, so once you've inputted all of your data, you can then go ahead and format this table. So the first thing I'm going to do is just look at the location of all my text. So for this particular title here, I'm going to go to Layout and select Center Left, and then go along to the Home tab and make that title bold and increase the size. With this text here, I'm going to increase the height of my cell. So again, go to Layout, go to this height icon, and just click on the up arrow until your cell moves and gives you the height that you want. As you can see, the text is at the top of the cell, so I'll go along now and put it center left, and that just moves that text down to the center. And I'm going to do exactly the same with this one, go up and just move it down so it's in the center left. And I think I'm going to do the same with this top one, is just increase the size of the cell height. And then, because there are a few bits of information here, you might feel that although you want to put them in a different cell because they line up nicely, you can actually just get rid of the line here by highlighting the two cells, going along to Table Design, and going back over to Borders. Click on the drop down, select No Border, go to the drop down again and select Outside Borders, and your outside borders will return. So those are 3 different ways you can create a checklist in Word. I hope it's helped. If it has, please subscribe and have a great day.